on a day which I truly believe is a historic day for the relations between our two nations. My friend Narendra Modi has been leading India since 2014, but today this is his first bilateral mission to Italy. The last visit of an Indian Prime Minister on a bilateral mission prior to this one dates back to the year 2000, 26 years ago. And today, with this visit, not only are we bridging this gap, but together we have decided to revitalize our relations. This visit is the apex of a path that we have built together with determination to strengthen the ties between ourselves, all the way up to the highest level ever. It was a very swift journey. In 2023, I traveled to New Delhi, and on that occasion, we launched our strategic partnership. The next year, in 2024, during the G20 summit in Brazil, we met with the Prime Minister and we signed our strategic joint action plan 2025-2029. And today here in Rome, we are further strengthening our relation all the way up to the special strategic partnership, the highest ever reached in the relations between our two nations. So I think it's safe to say that now Italy and India are closer than they have ever been. Our relations are now capable of expressing their fullest potential. This is something which, of course, has been achieved thanks to our teams, our ministers and diplomats who have worked hard over the years. It's something which is very much brought about by our productive systems, interested in one another, as proven by the fact that over the past year we celebrated 3 Italy-India business forums, but it is also due to the over 7 meetings that I have had with Prime Minister Modi over the past 3.5 years, during which we have gotten to deeply know one another and our respective points of view. We have also created an honest friendship based on respect and mutual trust. I have personally learned to appreciate the vision, the pragmatism and the leadership of the Prime Minister, as shown by how popular he is amongst his citizens after many years in government. And I think that this friendship of ours, this relationship of ours, has very much helped us to work so swiftly on strengthening our bilateral relations. As I was saying, today is a historic event because the relations between Italy and India are further strengthened. Now, what goals have we given ourselves? Well, we certainly want to foster our already strong trade up to 20 billion euros, all the way up from the current 14 billion by 2029. This is a very ambitious target, which can be achieved also by taking advantage of the potential stemming from the free trade agreement signed between the EU and India. This is a target that can be achieved also because our economic and productive ecosystems are highly complementary to one another. The size, the digital infrastructure, India's innovative dynamism combines perfectly with Italy's industrial strength, our manufacturing excellence, our ability to promote technological integration. This complementarity can lead to business, investments, quality employment, industrial cooperation. And from this point of view, we are determined to explore all of these opportunities fully. In this context, we are also engaged in promoting the Innovate India initiative, which will lead to the creation of an Italian center in New Delhi that can foster cooperation between our talents, our innovative ecosystems, our startups, enterprises, universities, and research institutes. And speaking of innovation, let me mention the joint efforts promoted by Italy and India to ensure that the development of artificial intelligence, which is the largest and most disruptive revolution of our era, can be responsible and focused on the human being. We believe that regulation, rules, and security need to go hand in hand so that artificial intelligence can unleash its positive potential by meeting the needs citizens have and by continuing to serve human beings. And there are a number of political initiatives that we have worked on. Let me mention that during Italy's presidency of the G7, we had a number of initiatives. India organized the AI Summit with the same goal in mind and on the same wavelength.
Our aim is clearly to enhance the complementarity between our two countries in many other sectors, and we have broadly discussed them today as well as last night. Advanced manufacturing, infrastructures, energy, space economy, defense. This is a cooperation sector we are working hardly on and well. Critical minerals, agro-industry, maritime transportation, tourism and culture, which are something very important, an opportunity for two millennium-old civilizations. Important MOUs which are going to be signed today follow this path and aim at strengthening our cooperation in a wide spectrum of sectors. And today, the work of today will be made even richer after this statements to the press by the meeting among some of the main representatives of the business world, both from Italy and India. We want to have an exchange of views with them in order to understand how to better improve the synergies between the production sectors and the industrial world, and as far as we are concerned, in order to be able to attract more direct investments. And then, as we know very well, the strength of the relationship between two countries is not only measured by the depth of the political relationship or in terms of economic figures, but it is also indicated by the ability to bring our populations together, to be able to create opportunities for mutual knowledge. That's why we decided to launch the Italy-India Year of Culture and Tourism for 2027, which is a unique opportunity to have our century-old cultures develop a dialogue and make them more and more connected. We have another feature in common. We are two peninsulas, two platforms, or logistic platforms, which are projected in crucial areas of the world, the Mediterranean and Indo-Pacific area. We think that strengthening the interconnection between these two important areas is of extreme importance. That's the reason why we wanted to further develop IMEC, which is the infrastructure corridor, economic corridor between Europe, Middle East and India, which was established during the G20 summit. And this initiative we strongly believe in because we think that it can unleash a potential, a wonderful potential for our trade, for our businesses and our relations. Italy and India share a joint vision on many of the huge challenges of our times: international stability, protecting rules, economic security, the resilience of the value chains, the promotion of peace, inclusive development. And we discussed many of the complex scenarios we are faced with. We talked about Ukraine, we talked about our commitment to achieve a lasting and fair peace. As to the Iranian crisis, we exchanged our views with the joint hope that the negotiations, peace negotiations will continue and reach a positive conclusion in a framework which we know is very critical and very shaky. In both scenarios, we are increasingly interconnected, and Italy will continue to play the role. We shall not mention the fact that it is extremely important to have freedom on navigation in the Indo-Pacific sector is where we share the same vision of a free, inclusive and open Indo-Pacific, and Italy will continue to play their roles. Italy and India will continue to play their roles, possibly together to contribute in peace and stability. So, dear Prime Minister, thank you very much again for being here. This visit of yours is an honor for us and opens a new page in the relations with our countries. It's not going to be the last one in this long book